Hey. Welcome along. Gediminas here. I hope you guys are having great Thursday. Who's online? Welcome. Let's give a few seconds for the guys to join in. All right. Are you guys enjoying the weather? It's been quite warm, wasn't it? Awesome. All right, let's just adjust this bit. Great. Welcome. Hey Lucy, how's it going? You all right? All right, so let's just give a few seconds for the guys to join in. How you guys been? Are you good? Are you well? Put in a comment, if you're doing great, if you're fired up and ready to go, if you're happy and you know it. All right. Welcome. Oh, I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the likes. Awesome. Welcome everybody. So today we're going to talk about passive income and we're going to talk about leverage. So if you know any people who might be interested in earning an extra income, you might want to hit a share button right down here somewhere at the bottom of the screen. You should see a share button to share it with your Facebook followers, so this way our Facebook nation can get some advantage and also see this information, we'll spread the word. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is the passive income. Many people don't know what passive income is because the only way they know how to make money is to go to work, right? To get a job and to work for somebody else, right? Which is okay. I mean, having a job, there's nothing wrong with having a job. It is absolutely fine, but that is just one way of earning income. However, when you go to work and you do a job, that is not called passive income. That is called active income or linear income because you put in the hours and you get paid the money for the hours. The more hours you put, the more you get paid. Unfortunately, if you don't go to work tomorrow, you don't get paid. That's the challenge, right? So that's why it's called active income or linear income because you basically exchanging your time for money. Hey Lisa, hey Usman, hope you guys are well. So basically in active income, you're just exchanging your time for money, which is not very exciting because if you want to earn more money, that means you have to spend more hours at work, right? And who wants to do that? Right? So it's not great because in the end, you end up basically living at work if you want to earn more money, which is not great. However, there are other types of income, like for example, passive income. So what is passive income? Now, there are different names for it. Some people call it passive income. Some people call it residual income. But basically, the idea is that you do the work once or you do something once and you get paid pretty much forever, right? So you do something once and then you get paid month after month, year after year for the effort you've put in once, right? Now that is exciting, isn't it? Now, how could you get that? How could you get this type of income? How could you get this passive income, right? Well, there's few ways. One way, for example, is authors. They do that. For example, let's say a singer releases a song, and then every time somebody buys a CD or somebody plays the song on the radio, that singer gets paid, which basically means they did the work once, but now they get paid forever, right? They get paid month after month, year after year, etc., right? And for singers, I think it's valid for about 40 years. So you did a song for the next 40 years. Every time somebody uses it, you have to get paid. Also authors, for example, they write a book and then, they get paid. J.K. Rowling wrote the Harry Potter and she made millions out of it and she's going to make many more because people will carry on buying those books, doing movies, etc., right? So that's really one way of getting passive income. The other way of getting passive income is investments, right? Or savings. So for example, if you put about £2 million into your bank account, every month you will get paid about, I think, £10,000 of interest. I don't know, I'm not great in maths, but you're going to get a big amount of interest, right? Which is basically, again, passive income because you put the money in and the money is now coming to you without you having to put any extra effort. So you did something once and now you're being paid passively forever or residually, right? So you did something and then residual income keeps coming, right? Okay, and the third way, or actually before I get into the third way of getting the passive income, the first two are great, but most of us are not gonna get it. Hey Windogas, thanks for the thumbs up. Hey Kay. The reason why is that probably most of us are not going to write a book or most of us are not going to become a world famous singers, right? Especially me, you know, the only time I sing is when I'm in the shower, right? When nobody can hear me, right? Or on the other hand, most of us probably don't have 1 million or 2 million to put into the bank account, right? To get the interest, right? Or to invest in bonds and stocks, etc., right? So that also for most people is out of option, right? They're not gonna be able to save, you know, a couple of £1,000,000 to stick in a bank account to now get this residual income, right? So for most people out there, the first two, becoming a world-renowned author or a singer, or investing millions somewhere, for most people it's not likely. But there's a third way of getting passive income. And the third way to get passive income is to create or build a business. Because business, unlike a job where you do the job once and you get paid once and have to go month after month, every month to work to get paid, in a business, once you've built the business, it starts paying you passive income. Because once you build it, you don't need to build it again. Once the business is established, it starts paying you the income, and whether you're there or not, the money is coming in, right? And that's also passive income. However, again, with traditional business, let's say you decided to open a restaurant, it takes a lot of money and it's a big risk as well, because you don't know, first of all, you need to get the money to open that business, to start that business up. And secondly, you don't know if it's going to work out. And whether it works out or not, you still invested the money, right? So usually it's quite difficult. However, we have other options of starting the business, like, for example, home-based business, i.e. network marketing, where you can start your own business with very little or no investment and still make the type of money that, you know, traditional brick and mortar business owners make, without actually any overheads, without any staff, without any premises, without investing money, right? So this is again something that can create this passive income where you build your business once and now you get paid month after month, year after year from there on, right? So that's really one concept that I wanted to put across to you guys today. The second concept that I wanted to talk about today is leverage. Now, again, very many people have not even heard of leverage, or if they heard of it, they have no idea how they could access it, right? So there are two main ways of leverage. First type of leverage is using up other people's money, right? So this is one way of leverage. So you're leveraging on using other people's money to make money for yourself. So an example might be you take a loan from a bank, you open a restaurant. So you buy the premises, or you hire the premises, you hire the staff, you buy the tables and the kitchen equipment, etc. And you start out the restaurant, and then the restaurant becomes successful. You're repaying the money to the bank, but you're also making profit. So basically, you're making money without investing your own money. You used bank's money, right? Or other people's money per se, in order to start your business, right? The challenge here is that if the business doesn't work out, you still owe the money to the bank. And they don't want to know about it, right? They want to have the money back, which is risky, right? So, I mean, it's great, and millions of people all around the world every year start their own businesses, borrow money from banks, etc. And it works out, and great stuff for them. But for very many people, it doesn't work out, and they still end up with debts and owning money, right? So that's a bit risky. But the other type of leverage is using other people's time. Right? So one is using other people's money. The second is using other people's time to make more money. Now, how would that work? Well, if you have a job at the moment, somebody is using your time. Your company is using this model, right? Every single company that employs people basically are leveraging on those people's time. Oops. All right, I lost you there for a second. So if you being paid £10 an hour, the chances are that your company is making £15 an hour, or £20 an hour, or £25 an hour from the work you actually putting in. So they pay you 10 and keep the other 10 or 5 or 15 to themselves, right? Because that's what they're doing. They're leveraging on your time. So if they have 100 employees, they basically now leveraging on those employees' time. Now again, For most of us, this is not applicable because we're not going to go ahead and open companies and employ staff members, hundreds of staff members, etc. Because that, again, you have to have a business and there's a lot of things that come with that, right? And employing people, that's a completely different topic on its own, which is not easy. However, again, in network marketing, in home-based business, you can also leverage other people's time. How does that work? Well, let's say I start in a home-based business today, which is only me, Gediminas, right? So I have my own 24 hours in a day and that's it. Basically, I'm just using my time. But let's say I find somebody who also wants to earn an extra income. So I bring that person into my business. I teach them and train them and look after them and babysit them and do everything to help them to become successful. And they become part of my team. Now I've just leveraged on their time too, because now it's not only Gediminas' 24 hours, it's mine and my friend John's, right? So now I have 48 hours in a day. Now, if I introduce another friend, Mary, now there's 3 of us, so I have 36 hours in a day. You get the point? So the more people you bring into the business and the more people they bring into the business and they bring into the business, your organization grows and basically you are now leveraging on all of those people's time. They're all building the business for themselves. They're all working for themselves and to earn money for themselves. But the company is rewarding you on the production of the whole organization because they understand that it's easier for 100 people to produce more than for one person to produce as these 100 people. So the company rewards you for sharing the business concept with other people and for introducing other people in the business and training them up. Because at the end of the day, if I bring you into the business, it's not the company who trains you up, I train you up. So this is why the company then rewards me for introducing people into the business and training them up, etc. But this way, again, it allows me to leverage, right? Me and Rita have a team now of over 1,200 people in UK and all across the world. Now that basically allows us to leverage on their time. I'm a hard worker, but I could never do as much as 1,200 people in our team can do. You get it? So it's really important to wrap your brain around that concept because if you understand leverage, it's incredible what you can achieve. And think about what if your team is 10,000 people? What if your team is 100,000 people? What if your team is 1,000,000 people? What leverage is that? It is unbelievable, right? And there are people who have teams that big. So it's absolutely incredible. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk to you about, guys, that's like a bonus now for you, is competition versus partner. You see, the challenge is that in what I just described, bringing somebody into the business and teaching them everything that you know, in a traditional business world, it doesn't work. Now, why do I say it? Well, the reason it doesn't work is if let's say I open a dentist practice. Let's say I went to medical school, I became a dentist, and I opened my own dentist practice. And now I take a new guy into my dentist practice and I teach him everything that I know. Now, once I taught him everything that I know about being a dentist and running a successful dentist practice, this friend of mine, or this guy that I introduced in the business, his name is John, he decides, you know what, now I know everything how to be a dentist, I'm going to leave this dentist practice and I'm going to open my own dentist practice across the road. So all of a sudden, instead of that person making me money and working in my practice, they just became my competitor and they taking money away from my business now because they basically giving the same service and I basically taught them everything that I know. So it's basically I'm creating my own competition, right? So in traditional business world, it doesn't really work teaching people everything that you know because that would be like it would damage your own business, right? But in network marketing, in home-based business, it doesn't work that way. Because if I introduce a person into my team, I teach them everything that I know and they go ahead and become a team leader and build their own team of 1,000 people, they still belong to my team, to my organization, which means that I still get the benefit from their business. Right? So even though they're not working for me, I'm not their boss, etc. But because I taught them and educated them and basically made them successful, now the company is going to reward me on the production of the entire team, right? Which is fair, I believe, but it's great, isn't it? Hey, Alexander. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Nikis. Right? So this way, you get rewarded for training people up, and they don't become your competition, right? Which is perfect, right? So this way I can pass my knowledge on to thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and I'm not afraid that I'm creating a competitor, right? Because I'm creating my business partner, right? So instead of becoming a competitor, this person is my business partner, right? And they're gonna be part of my business forever, right? So this way, I'm not afraid of teaching them everything I know, giving them all of my secrets, offloading all of my brain, showing them all of my strategies, etc. Because either way, whatever, if they make more money, I make more money, right? Which is perfect, right? I think it's the best way of making money in the world, by helping other people to make more money in the world, right? This is really the idea. Are you getting this, guys? Is this useful? I mean, if this is useful, give me some thumbs up or hit the share button down in the corner, to spread the word, I can see that Alexander from Dubai is already saying that we keep spreading the positive vibe, right? So that's the whole idea, guys. This is the whole concept. If you understand passive income, if you understand leverage, and you understand what home-based business or network marketing can do to change your life and to change other people's lives, because the beautiful part is that if you want to make a load of money in home-based business, guess what? On the way to make this load of money, you're going to help a bunch of other people also make loads of money. Which is great, because they're going to be thankful that you introduced them into the business and changed their life too as a consequence, right? So it's like a side effect of you becoming successful. You help other people also to become successful. How good is that? I mean, for me, it's mind-blowing, right? Absolutely incredible. Okay, guys, so I hope you found this useful. We will do more of these Facebook Lives. Have a fantastic day. Be blessed. I'll see you at the top.